All right, now before we even start the video, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. Such a clickbaity title just to get us to watch it. There is no way a mountain bike is quicker than a road bike on Zwift. Or is it? Right then, before we get into the video, I just want to do a tiny little bit of housekeeping. If you've not done already, please hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you know when we go live with our live Zwift races, our live Zwift events. Talking of which, we have got one coming up next Sunday. It's going to be a CyclingHub kit unlock and Chris's Christmas climb, where we're just going to head out in hopefully a massive group of load of riders, head over to Alpe d'Huez Zwift in a nice orderly fashion. As soon as we get to the base of it, smash fest all the way up, winner takes all. There's no prizes. It's just a bit of fun, all right? It's just a bit of fun. We did it last year, but it was an unofficial event that I did. I just got into an event and just rode it on my own. And people seem to enjoy that, so we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it as a proper event via Zwift. The event's not up yet, but if you follow me on Zwift, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me here, then you'll know when that event goes live and you can add yourself to it, so please do. And one thing I want to do as well is, once we're all at the top, if you get there first, chill out, have a rest. What I want to try and do is get as many people at the top of that hill and then just have a race down. So let's try and do that. Right then, so the reason you're here is you want to find out if a mountain bike is actually quicker than a road bike on Zwift. Now, if you've seen any of my past videos where I've been testing frames, I've been testing wheels, you know that I have the software to be able to set an avatar up at a certain amount of wattage, at a certain cadence, at a certain weight and height, and off he goes. Offline, he can just ride for as long as he wants, and we can pretty much evaluate how fast a pair of wheels is, how fast a frame is. And now with a brand new update from Zwift of mountain bikes, gravel bikes, and a brand new course that's coming, hopefully in the next couple of days, you'll see a live stream from me on that brand new city crit course, but we're not talking about that just now. We're talking about this brand new update with these brand new bikes. And first, let's take a look at what gravel bikes are up for grabs now in the drop shop. So Zwift have launched 4 brand new gravel bikes onto the system. We've got the Canyon In-Flight, we've got the Canyon Grail, my favorite. We've got the Zwift Gravel and also the Cervelo Aspero. I don't know. And then in the mountain bike range, which are capable of going on-road, by the way, we have the Canyon Lux, the Scott Spark RC, and, well, this one's my favourite, the Specialized Epic S-Works. And a couple of other things on this update. First up, as I said before, we've got that City Crit course, which is going to be event only, similar to the Bologna course. We've also got, I can't remember, we've also got new route badges added to the achievements page and also new training plans as well. So then it's time to answer the burning question on nobody's lips until you saw it in the thumbnail. And that is a mountain bike really quicker than a road bike? So the first experiment, I took a Trek Madone, I took a gravel canyon bike, the new Grail, and I also took the mountain bike, the Epic S-Works, and I took them on the very first course on Zwift. Well, official course. The hilly route around Watopia. So the hilly route is 9.1 kilometers, 5.7 miles in length, and has an elevation gain of 100 meters. This course is known to just about every single Zwifter on the planet, and it has a bit of everything in it. Even though it's only 5.7 miles long, it has a little bit of everything. So it's got the forward KOM, which is a 900 meter climb, an average gradient of 5%. Obviously it's got downhills, it's got twists, it's got turns, so you head through the Italian village, then you've got your sprint point, and then it goes through the S's where it winds up and down and rolls quite a bit. So there's a little bit of everything, so it'll give you a good idea of just how these bikes compare to each other. So let's head over now to Watopia and find out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Right, so let me explain that this rider is currently 70 kilos and he stays 70 kilos throughout and is 175 centimeters, so a pretty average rider. He's maintaining a wattage of 314 at a cadence of 90 RPM, and as we can see already, we're heading up the forward KOM. We're just going to get a time check over here. So this is the Canyon gravel bike. And you can see right in the middle of that timer there, we're estimated time of arrival of around 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So 240.19 for the forward KOM. I'll try and remember that as we come to the other bike. So heading back down the hill eventually, we're going to hang a left past the aliens and then left again. And then we're heading into, after we've gone over the bridge, into the Italian village. So nice and undulating course here, then we're heading to the village, then we're on to the sprint point. I have slowed this down. I mean, we're not really going full gas here, so it don't really matter, but we'll get a time check anyway for the 300 meter sprint. Gravel bike comes over 31.76 for that sprint. Same again, maintaining that 314 watts throughout. So after that, more undulation as we go up and down through the S's, probably the most undulating part of the course. Hang a right, back out onto the seafront boulevard. With 300 meters to go, now you can see exactly what time we're likely to be setting here. So the Canyon Grail gravel bike is going to be setting a time of around 14 minutes and 39 seconds. That's for the hilly route of Watopia. 100 meters to go now. Finish lines in sight, and voila. 14 minutes, 39 seconds and 85, and an orange jersey to boot. Right then, mountain bike. God, look at that rake on that thing. I'm sure that, should it be that long? That wheelbase looks so long. Anyway, right, same again. We're setting off from the same point on every bike, about 100 meters to go before the finish line when that lap starts. So heading up the Ford KOM again, 900 meters, 5% average gradient. And if you remember what the time was last time, 2 minutes 40 I think it was. We're coming over the line shortly. It's going to be about 9 seconds slower on that mountain bike. So already the mountain bike slower than the gravel bike. So you can't help thinking that this mountain bike is going to be slower again than the road bike. 5% slower than the gravel bike. 9 seconds, around 9 seconds. I can't remember exactly. My maths is rubbish anyway, don't worry about it. So same again, following the same route, down the hill, past the aliens, over the bridge, angle left, whoop, into the Italian village. Buongiorno, come stai? Into the sprint. 100 meters to go here in the sprint, and the last one was 31.76 for the gravel bike. This is going to be around 32 seconds. Again, I've just done it just to see. 32.75, so 3% slower again than the previous 31.76. Mountain bike, unsurprisingly, slower than the gravel bike across that sprint. And what we'll find is, as we go through those undulations of the S's, that the mountain bike is considerably slower than the Canyon Grail. 300 meters to go. It's an estimated time of arrival of 15 minutes and 10 seconds, not setting the world on fire. And 100 meters to go, 32 seconds, something like that. 32 seconds. Slower than a gravel bike. In percentage, still same 3%. 3% throughout the whole of the lap, slower than the Grail. Now then, Trek Madone in all pink. Colours do not make a difference, but if they did, this would be at least 10 seconds faster than any other colour out there. So, heading over the line, hilly route is underway. Are we going to beat 14 minutes and 39 seconds? Let's find out. Speed up now. Jeez. Alright then. So one of the, I think, the original Zwift. So if you're brand new to Zwift, this is the only course we could have back in 2015-ish. Just this course. I think go forwards or backwards, but ultimately just this course. You lucky swines nowadays. You've got so many worlds to pick from. Alright then, coming up to the KOM. Estimated time of arrival, 2 minutes and 31 seconds, so around 9 seconds faster than the Grail bike, or the gravel bike should I say. The Grail, 10% faster. So that's compared to the Grail bike, I believe. So follow the route again, you know the route by now. So yeah, none of that there to the left, that existed. None of this volcano rubbish, that never existed, it was just this one. Now we're going to take this from the start, mainly because I edited it and forgot to speed it up. So well, let's watch him. It's only going to take 30 seconds. So while this is going on, probably a good time just to say thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you've not done already. 100 meters to go now. And feel free to leave comments if there's any other Zwift content you want making. If you want to find out about anything about Zwift, then let me know in the comments below and I'll try and make that happen. 30.28, 7% faster than the previous at 32, which was the actual mountain bike, not the previous fastest. So these are times based against the mountain bike by the looks of it. So the fastest time so far is 14:39. Estimated time of arrival is 30. Wait, what? Yeah, sorry, I got my maths mixed up then. We're going to be about 40 seconds ahead of schedule compared to that Grail. I just recorded this thinking that it was a minute. The Grail was faster. Anyway, ignore that. The road bike is clearly the fastest around a hilly route on Watopia. 13:57, 8% faster than the mountain bike. So there you go. It was nothing but clickbait from your boy Pritchard. Mountain bikes aren't quicker than road bikes.
Yeah, but Chris, what about the jungle circuit? It's gravel, innit?
Good point. So for the second experiment, I decided to go up to the jungle and go around the little jungle circuit. So in terms of distance, the jungle route is slightly shorter than the hilly route at 7.9 kilometers, 4.9 miles. And the elevation gain is around, 21 meters less? So we're only going up to an elevation gain of 79 meters. However, the jungle circuit is made up entirely of dirt roads. Now, I've seen the rolling resistance changed on Zwift. To be fair, I've not really gone into it because I don't really go on those dirt roads much anyway, but the rolling resistance has changed on dirt. But let me ask you this question, right? We're on hard packed dirt, or at least it seems we're on hard packed dirt on these jungle routes. What bike's going to be the fastest? The mountain bike? It still shouldn't be. Big fat wide tyres, heavier bike, full suspension, terrible CDA. I still can't see it being faster, especially no faster than the gravel bike. So you've got all the attributes of an aerodynamic road bike, but you've also got a couple of those attributes from that mountain bike to help it roll, to help it steer better. And ultimately, we're bringing the two worlds together in, well, gravel bikes, innit? So who's your money on? Leave your comments down below before we start. Do you think a mountain bike is quicker than a gravel bike? Do you think a gravel bike is going to be quicker than a road bike on the dirt? There's only one way to find out. All right, and we're back at it, and already we're under full speed ahead. So you know the details about this course. I've not slowed any parts of this course down because there's nothing really that interesting in this. There's no real forward KOMs. I'm not too fussed about the sprints anymore. So the bike we're currently on is the gravel bike. We're back on the Grail. This time I have adjusted I haven't adjusted the weight. I forgot to change the default weight. So it's my normal weight, which is 82 kilos, 182 centimeters. So you can see all the way around the jungle loop, we're coming under the waterfalls, wherever they are around it. I don't often ride this. But what do you think we're going to find out here? What do you think we will find out? Gravel bike going to be the if someone put me down and said, listen, Pritch, sat me down. They didn't put me down. They put me down they sat me down and said, Pritch, what's going to be the fastest bike? The mountain bike, the gravel bike, or the road bike? I would have thought Zwift would have used their initiative and gone, the gravel bike should be the fastest bike on a relatively flat gravel road. But are we going to find that? I mean, I know the answer already, but I'm going to keep you in suspense. The answer is maybe. So we've got 130 meters to go now on this route. Estimated time of arrival, as you can see, 14 minutes and 14 seconds. So yeah, my power watts per kilo is slightly different. 3.9 watts now because I'm slightly heavier and a different height compared to the average guy before. I've just achieved a cheat. Please don't call me a cheat for that. I'll go and do it legitimately. I don't want anyone whinging in the comments. You got that badge by cheating. Anyway, we're now on the mountain bike. So I'm running this in the order I did it. I wasn't expecting to see the results as I was. Well, basically, I was just going to run them all, so I didn't really think that there needed to be an order to this. But had I done this later, I should have picked a different order of putting these bikes in because you're going to see the result very shortly. So on the jungle route with the mountain bike. Same watts, 314, same RPM, 90. Same weight as the road bike that I just went on, the gravel bike, should I say. Heading over the wooden bridge, round the left, round the right, round the left, round the right, round the left, 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 right, 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 left, right, left, right, left, 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 right, 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 right. Anyway, you get the idea. Under the slough, whee. And then eventually under the waterfalls. And we come out with 500 meters to go. Come on now. It don't take Albert Einstein to work out that this mountain bike is faster than the bloody gravel bike. Who would have thought that? It's going to be around 13 minutes, 51, 52 seconds. And the previous, which was on the Grail, 14 minutes and 14 seconds. 14 minutes and 15 seconds if we round it up. Can you believe that? So that's going to be around a, what's that, 11? 11, 20, so 11, what am I on about? God, my maths is bad. 21, 2% faster than the Grail. About 19 seconds faster. I don't bloody know. Listen, I ride bikes. I don't math bikes, alright? Right then, so back on the Trek Madones, I used the same three bikes for the three. What? I used the same three bikes throughout this test. So the Trek Madone, the Canyon Grail, and the Specialized Epic S-Works. I think it is the double sus. So here's a question then. While you're riding a mountain bike on this course, is the suspension locked off? Because you know if you're riding on fat tyres with front and rear suspension that's bouncy as hell, you ain't getting the traction you need to set the fastest time around this jungle circuit. There ain't no way. But what's the road bike going to do? Is the road bike going to surprise us? Thinner tyres, more agility, less speed. Look at that, 15 minutes and 9. So what's it going to be when we come over the finish line? We've still got 100 meters to go. 1 minute 20? 1 minute 20 slower than a mountain bike is the road bike round here. Who'd have thunk it? Don't tell me you thought that. There ain't no way anybody thought that was going to happen. Potentially Grail being the fastest or a gravel bike being the fastest around there, but 9% slower than the mountain bike.
So there you go then, it wasn't clickbait after all. The mountain bike is quicker than a gravel bike, and the gravel bike is quicker by a long way on that road bike. But here's a question, if you race that jungle circuit, now from my understanding you go out of the pen and then you have to go up the hill to get to it, right? But all that road is tarmac before you get to the jungle circuit. So what bike are you going to use? Are you going to use the road bike to help you get up that climb and then just grin and bear it during the circuits? Or is it more beneficial to take a mountain bike, burn a load of matches getting that mountain bike up the hill to the jungle circuit, but then gain all that advantage back on that jungle circuit because you're on a much faster bike? Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you've not enjoyed it for whatever reason, hit that dislike button. Leave your comments down below. Let me know why you didn't like it. See if I can do something a little bit better next time. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you've hit that notification bell, and please get involved with our race/ride next Sunday. Until then, shh. Listen, if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say, right, I know you don't care, but I had 0 hours sleep last night. If it looks like I'm tired, it's because I am. If half of this video didn't make any sense, it's because I didn't get no sleep last night. The life of a parent. Thanks for watching.